Have you ever noticed that some people seem to attract money easily, while others struggle their entire lives and never manage to get out of trouble? Well, it's not luck, it's language. The way you talk to money, even without realizing it, may be deciding whether he will look for you or continue running away from you. And what I'm going to show you today is something that few people know, a way to communicate with money that changes everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Your opportunities, your financial situation, even the way life begins to unfold for you. In the next few minutes, you'll understand why money reacts to your energy, your words, and the way you treat it. And the most impressive thing, you can make money obey you. Yes, obey. He will begin to come to you naturally, constantly, and effortlessly, as if something invisible were favoring you all along. But to do that, you need to change the way you see him, and most importantly, the way you talk to him. And no, this has nothing to do with magic, superstition, or empty phrases. It's about reprogram your mind and your vibration so that money sees you as an ally, not as someone desperate for it. If you're tired of working too hard and watching your money slip away, stick with me until the end, because what you'll learn here could change your financial life forever. Today, you'll discover how to talk to money in a way that makes it come to you and stay. Now you understand the power that exists. When you start talking to money the right way, you felt everything change, the way money reacts, the opportunities that arise, and the confidence that begins to grow within you. This content has opened your mind to something most people never discover. Money obeys those who speak to it with faith and clarity. And once this truth sinks in, there's no turning back. You begin to truly prosper. So it makes sense to continue on this path. Subscribe to the channel now and leave your like to keep this energy alive. It's your gesture of gratitude for everything you've learned and the first step to multiplying everything that's coming your way. Have you ever noticed how the way we talk about money seems like a small thing, but in fact it completely changes the course of our financial lives? Think about it. How many times have you said phrases like, "It's hard, there's never anything left, money disappears quickly"? These phrases seem harmless, but they carry a strong message, an energy that money interprets as rejection. It's as if every time you say it, money hears, "I'm not welcome here." And that's why no matter how hard you try, work, and struggle, things seem to stay stuck. The truth is, money reacts to the way you talk to it. That's right. It responds to your energy, your words, your attitude. And when you change the way you communicate with it, everything starts to move differently. Imagine money as a person. It doesn't like those who constantly complain about it, nor those who treat it as an enemy. Money draws closer to those who respect it, trust it, and know that it is a natural consequence of a balanced mind. Florence Scovel Shinn taught exactly this, that money is a reflection of our inner vibration. When you change how you feel and speak about it, your field changes too. And it's not mystical talk, it's daily practice. It's starting to replace phrases of scarcity with phrases of power, like, "Money comes to me easily. I am worthy of abundance. My work is well paid and valued." When you say this, you're not just repeating pretty words, you're reprogramming your brain to see opportunities that previously went unnoticed. It's like adjusting the focus of a lens. Suddenly, you begin to see possibilities where before you only saw problems. The curious thing is that when this change begins, the world seems to cooperate. You meet the right people, doors open, ideas emerge. Money doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from your new way of thinking and acting. And here's an important point. Talking to money isn't flattery, it's respect. It's recognizing that it's a circulating energy, and the freer you are to receive it, the more it flows to you. So, starting today, pay attention to how you talk about money. In conversations, in jokes, even in your quick daily thoughts. Everything you say becomes a command to the universe. If you keep saying you're broke, life understands that's what you want to continue experiencing. But when you start affirming that money is always coming, that you live in prosperity, the universe responds to the new vibration you send. You know what's most interesting? You don't need grand rituals or complex techniques for this to work. Just be aware. Just start observing what comes out of your mouth and replace what limits you with words that empower you. Money likes those who speak to it confidently, as if they know what they deserve. And this isn't arrogance, it's faith. It's believing that there's a flow. of abundance prepared for you, but it only starts flowing when you open the right channel, that of speech and thought. So, before saying money is difficult, take a breath and change the sentence. Say, money is coming to me in various unexpected ways. Say, I attract money gently and steadily. Do this for a few days and notice the difference. Your environment changes, your ideas change, even your mood changes. You'll feel something inside you begin to align. Fear fades and trust grows. This happens because the energy of money is intelligent. It senses when you're ready to receive it, and the more you speak to it with respect and gratitude, the more it trusts you. It seems strange to think of money this way, as if it were a living force, but that's exactly how it works. It's not just paper or a number in your account, it's a response to your vibration. So start practicing this new conversation today. Talk to money like you would an old friend you want back in your life. Be kind, be firm, and above all, be grateful. Gratitude is the language it understands best. Now I want you to write the word here in the comments, prosperity, to seal this change within yourself. By writing this word, you are declaring to the universe that from today on you will speak to money in a new way, with respect, confidence, and power. Do this and feel the difference, because this is how transformation begins, with a simple decision to change the way you speak. And pay attention, because in the next step you will understand something even deeper. What happens inside your mind even before the money appears? It all starts inside your mind. Before money appears in your account, it needs to exist within you. And that's where many people get lost, because they try to solve their financial problems externally, with more effort, more work, more worry, and forget that the true vault of prosperity lies in their thoughts. The mind is the first place where money is born or dies. If doubt, fear, guilt, or that feeling of I'm not good enough dominates inside, the universe sees this as a blockage and simply prevents the flow of abundance from reaching you. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket. Florence Scovel Shinn said that money is the mirror of the mind. It shows in the physical world what you believe is possible, and this changes everything, because you realize that the struggle isn't against money itself, but against the way you think and talk about it. Think about it. How many times have you caught yourself saying, I don't have the money for that, or I'll get it someday? These phrases, spoken without thinking, are orders you give your subconscious, and the subconscious is obedient. It doesn't argue, it just executes. When you say, I don't have the money, it understands I can't have the money, and begins creating situations that confirm this belief. The result? Unexpected bills, opportunities that disappear, business deals that stall. It's as if the world conspired to prove you right. But when you change the command and start saying, I have enough and money comes to me easily, the gears shift. The subconscious begins working to create new experiences that match this new truth. And the most incredible thing is that this isn't theory. You feel it in practice. Suddenly a new client appears, a business idea, an unexpected sale, someone pays you an old debt. Everything starts to flow, and you understand that it wasn't the world that was stuck, it was your mind. And this is where the most powerful point comes in. Money needs to be treated like a friend, because when you treat it like an enemy, it moves away. Most people constantly fight with money, complaining when it's missing, cursing the bills, getting angry when they see someone prospering. But no one likes to be treated this way, not even money. It approaches those who speak to it with confidence and gratitude. Speak to money as you would speak to someone you love and respect. It's not about flattery. It's about creating a bond of trust. Tell it, you are welcome in my life. You can move freely because you are well treated here. It seems simple, but it's this change in attitude that unlocks the flow of prosperity. Do you know why? Because when you talk to money this way, your energy changes. You stop vibrating in scarcity and start vibrating in abundance. And money senses this. It senses when you're calm, confident, when you believe you deserve it. And it's in this state that it begins to obey you. Yes, obey you. Because the energy of money isn't rational, it's emotional. It responds to the feeling behind your words. That's why so many hard-working people still don't see results, because their discourse is full of fear, and fear repels money. So from now on, change your tone. Stop chasing it and let the money come to you. When you understand that it's a reflection of your trust, everything becomes easier. Money doesn't like desperation, it likes clarity. It comes to those who believe, to those who don't beg, to those who know they deserve it. Every time you speak to it with respect and calm, you're telling the universe, I'm ready to receive. And the universe understands. Try this in the coming days. Every time you pay a bill, instead of complaining, say, I'm grateful that I can pay. When you receive something, say, thank you for this money that comes back multiplied. These small conversations create an energy that transforms everything. Write the word here in the comments, deserving, to affirm that you're ready for this new relationship with money. Because that's what starts to shift your perspective. The recognition that you're worthy of prosperity. And deep down, that's what money wants to hear. That you believe in it, but most importantly, that you believe in yourself. And when that belief strengthens, something even deeper begins to happen within your mind. Something that makes money not just come, but stay. Have you ever noticed how desperation seems to push money further away? The more you chase it, the more it slips away. It's like trying to hold water in your hands. The more you press, the more it slips through your fingers. This happens because money doesn't respond to haste. It responds to trust. The secret isn't to chase money like someone begging for it. It's to let it come to you naturally, gently, and steadily. Florence Scovel Shinn said that money is like a shadow. When you try to grab it, it flees. But when you follow your purpose and trust, it follows you effortlessly. And that's exactly what the most prosperous people do. They don't live chasing money. They live on a frequency that attracts it. The problem is that most people were taught the opposite. From a young age, you're told that to have money, you have to fight, suffer, sweat. You grow up believing that only effort brings results, and then your mind develops a warlike relationship with money. It becomes something difficult, distant, something that must be earned through pain. And the worst part is that this thinking repeats itself in everything. At work, in relationships, in dreams. You start to think that everything good requires suffering. But the truth is quite different. Money doesn't come because you work yourself to exhaustion. It comes when your mind aligns with the flow of abundance. When you do what you love, with purpose and faith, money naturally approaches. It senses when you are vibrating with confidence, and that's what makes it obey. Think of someone who's always complaining, saying it's hard, that the country is in crisis, that no one prospers in these times. Now think of someone else who believes that, no matter the scenario, they always find a way to grow. Which of these two do you think money would prefer to follow? Money has a lively and intelligent energy, and it goes where there's room for it to stay. It doesn't settle in environments of fear, anger, or resentment. It seeks lightness, gratitude, trust. And when you stop chasing and just act with faith, the universe understands this person is ready. It's as if you're saying to the world, I trust my worth. I know what's mine is coming. And money obeys, because the energy of faith is irresistible. Faith, in fact, is what separates those who struggle to survive from those who thrive in silence. It's not a passive faith, of folding your arms and waiting for a miracle. It's an active faith, one that works, plans but without despair. You do your part and give the rest. It's the confidence of someone who sows knowing the harvest is certain. This is the difference between those who struggle and those who flow. When you understand this, you stop wearing yourself out and start living with ease. Money becomes a natural consequence of a balanced inner state. You no longer need to force, beg, or fear. You simply trust, and it comes. And the more you calm down, the more things start to happen. That unresponsive client returns, that lost opportunity reappears, that seemingly stalled deal unlocks. Because money senses when you relax. It gravitates toward those who let it free, those who don't hold it back with anxiety. It likes to circulate. And when you understand this, you start to act differently. You work with pleasure, speak with optimism, and are grateful even in difficult times. And all of this sends a clear signal to the universe. You've left the frequency of lack and entered one of deserving. I want you to comment here on the word trust, because that's the key that makes money stop running away and start obeying you. When you trust, you let go of control and allow the natural flow of prosperity to find you. And it's at that moment that money begins to flow naturally, as if it had always been there, just waiting for you to stop chasing it and learn to receive it. And it's precisely at that point that something deeper happens, because when money starts obeying you, you discover that words have far greater power than you imagined. Everything you say about money is creating your reality. even if you don't realize it. Every word that comes out of your mouth is a seed, and the soil where it falls is your mind. If you plant phrases of scarcity, you can't reap prosperity. It's that simple. The problem is that most people talk about money as if venting, without realizing they're determining their own future. They say, "I never have any. Nothing works out. Everything increases but my salary doesn't," and then wonder why their financial situation doesn't change. The truth is, the universe doesn't understand irony, sarcasm, or joking. It understands vibration. And when you vibrate with complaint, the universe understands. This person wants more of the same. Therefore, everything begins with words. Florence Scovel Shinn said that words are invisible doors that open or close depending on what you say. And she was right. Money is an energy that responds to the sound and intention of your words. When you speak with fear, it moves away. When you speak with confidence, it moves closer. It's like a radio tuner. Your every word is a frequency. If you're in the season of scarcity, the signal of abundance simply doesn't reach you. Now, when you change the station and start speaking with power, the signal changes. You begin to receive opportunities, ideas, people, and solutions that were blocked by your old vibration. And this isn't theory, it's law. Notice the people who prosper easily. They don't complain, they assert. They don't say, "I can't afford it." They say, "I'll find a way, the money will come." They don't say, "It's hard." They say, "Things are getting better every day." And as simple as it may seem, this verbal shift creates a new reality. So start paying attention to what you're saying about money now. Take a day and observe. When someone talks about a crisis, do you join in the same discourse or stay silent? To avoid reinforcing it, when a bill arrives, do you grumble or are you grateful for being able to pay it? When you see someone prospering, do you feel envy or use it as inspiration? All of this is part of your conversation with money, and it's listening. Every word you speak is a password that opens or closes doors. And here's the secret. Money obeys those who speak to it with authority and gratitude. Make a habit of declaring what you want, not what you fear. Say, "I have a healthy relationship with money. I am a prosperous person. Money obeys me because I know my worth." At first it may feel strange, as if you're lying to yourself, but it's not a lie. It's reprogramming. It's like teaching your mind to think differently. And the more you repeat it, the more your subconscious begins to believe it. And when it believes, the universe obeys. This is because words are energetic codes. They don't just float in the air. They shape what happens around you. From now on, every time you talk about money, choose words that open doors. Even if it seems like a difficult situation, use empowering phrases. Replace "I don't have it" with "I'm attracting it," "I can't afford it," with "everything is working out in my favor." And observe how your body reacts. You'll feel relief, confidence, a lightness that wasn't there before. It's a sign that your energy has begun to shift. Money senses this. It understands when you treat it with respect and when you use it as an excuse. And when it senses you've finally learned to speak its language, it starts coming more often. And best of all, it starts staying. Now do the following. Comment the word "Here" authority to establish this new command within yourself. Because from today on, money will recognize the power of your words, and this power will open doors that have been closed for a long time. In the next step, you will understand the secret language that money loves to hear most, the one that, when mastered, makes it flow endlessly. Gratitude is the language money understands best. It may seem too simple, but it's precisely that simplicity that changes everything. When you're grateful, you send a powerful message to the universe. I recognize what I have, and I'm ready to receive more. And that's exactly what sets the flow of prosperity in motion. Money doesn't grow where there's complaining. It grows where there's appreciation. Florence Scovel Shinn said that gratitude transforms a little into a lot, and a lot into constant abundance. And when you truly understand this, you stop complaining about what's missing and start taking care of what you have. And that's when money begins to obey. Most people make the same mistake. They only give thanks when they receive it. They wait for the paycheck to arrive, the payment to come in, the sale to happen, and only then say, "Thank you." But the true power of gratitude lies in giving thanks beforehand, not afterward. It's giving thanks for the bill you're yet to Pay for the opportunity that hasn't yet arrived, for the money that hasn't yet arrived. This creates an energy of certainty, not doubt, and the universe responds to certainty. When you give thanks for something that's yet to come, you show faith, and faith is the strongest magnet there is. It's as if you're saying, I know the money is on its way, and I'm ready to receive it with joy. And it comes. Gratitude completely changes the way money flows in your life. Try this in a practical way. The next time you pay a bill, don't complain. Say, I'm grateful to be able to pay for something that serves me. When you receive change, a tip, a sale, or a favor, say, thank you, because this money comes back multiplied. This kind of attitude creates a vibration of abundance. And abundance is like a river. It only flows where there's space. Complaining blocks it, fear blocks it, but gratitude opens the floodgates. It's amazing how this works. People who start practicing gratitude begin to notice small coincidences, an unexpected discount, a gift, an opportunity that appears out of nowhere. And what once seemed like luck is actually a response. The universe is responding to the new frequency you're emitting, because gratitude is a sign of trust, and trust is what keeps money flowing. When you're grateful, money understands it's in good hands. It feels it can stay, grow, and return, because there's respect there. Now think about the opposite. When you complain, when you say, everything is expensive, there's never enough left. Money understands that it's not a safe place. It moves away. It's like any relationship. No one likes to be left unappreciated. So, if you want money to obey you, treat it well. Be grateful, even for the pennies. Be grateful for every opportunity to generate, receive, or give. Every thank you say is a way of telling the universe, you can trust me. I know how to take care of the abundance I receive. And the universe trusts those who take care of it. Starting today, make gratitude your new financial habit. Write it down, speak it, feel it. Start and end your day by saying, I am grateful for the money that flows freely in my life. Do this, and watch things begin to change. And to cement this energy right now, comment the word here, gratitude, to declare that you're ready to treat money with respect and joy. Because when gratitude becomes your primary language, money understands it's come to the right place. And it's precisely at this point that something even more powerful begins to happen, when money stops being just a currency and becomes a channel of light in your life. Money is a tool, not an end. It didn't come to dominate you, it came to serve you. And when you understand this, everything changes. The problem is that most people live the opposite, enslaved to money, chasing it, measuring its value by what's in their pockets. But money wasn't created to control you. It was made to circulate, to sustain. Purpose is to multiply good. Florence Scovel Shinn said that money is a form of energy, and like all energy, it obeys the direction you give it. If you use it with fear, it brings scarcity. If you use it with purpose and awareness, it becomes a channel of light. When you change the way you view money, its role in your life changes. It stops being a burden and becomes a bridge that connects you to opportunities, freedom, and even the help you can offer others. That's when prosperity stops being just about having and starts being about flowing. Because when money comes to a heart that knows how to use it, it grows, multiplies, returns, and transforms more lives. It's the natural cycle of abundance, giving, receiving, expanding. The universe entrusts money to those with a clear purpose, not to those who hide or fear it. So ask yourself, what do you do with what you already have? Do you complain that it's not enough, or do you care for it like a seed? Because money only grows in the hands of those who understand its responsibility. When you use money to create value, to build, to bless, you become part of the universal flow of prosperity. And this flow never dries up. Money isn't dirty, it isn't evil, it isn't sinful. It only amplifies who you are. If you're generous, it amplifies your generosity. If you're grateful, it amplifies your gratitude. If you're stingy, it amplifies scarcity. Therefore, the secret isn't to have more money. It's to be someone ready to manage it, consciously. And you know what's most interesting? When you understand that money is a channel of light, it begins to flow in unexpected ways. Opportunities arrive, the right people appear, paths open. It's as if the universe says, now you understand the purpose, now I can trust you. And the best part is that this has nothing to do with how much you earn today. but with the energy you transmit. Some people with little money live in abundance, and others with a lot live in emotional poverty. The difference lies in what each person does with what they have. The money that comes into your hands is a form of energy asking for direction. When you use it consciously, it returns multiplied. When you hold it back with fear, it disappears. So, from today on, treat every amount that enters your life as a blessing, and every amount that leaves as a seed. This is what transforms money into an ally. It becomes an extension of your purpose. It no longer dominates you. It obeys you because it understands it is serving something greater. Now you know what many people spend their entire lives without realizing. Money isn't an enemy. It's a reflection of how you think, speak, and feel. You've learned to communicate with it, to treat this energy with respect and purpose, and you've realized that when this changes within you, everything changes outside as well. Life begins to flow, opportunities appear, and money begins to obey you because it recognizes you as someone ready to prosper. This content has brought you clarity, given you direction, and ignited something within, and that's why it makes sense to continue walking together. Leave yours like now and subscribe to the channel, because when you do this, you help this message reach others who also need to awaken to this power. It's a way of giving back to the universe the transformation that began within you. And to seal this new phase, comment here the word abundance, to confirm that you are prepared to experience everything that prosperity has to offer you. The next video will take you even deeper. You'll discover a hidden principle that explains why some people attract money even without effort, and how to apply it to your own life. Stay with me, because what comes next is the step that takes money from being something you pursue to something that follows you.